Hello everyone, welcome to the SRBPS online classes. Today we will discuss the different ways of representing the data. First way is pictograph. Yes class, any data which is represented in the form of pictures. When we are representing our information in the form of pictures is called the pictograph. Let us take one example. Here is a table showing number of children and their favorite games. Favorite games are football, cricket, basketball, volleyball and table tennis. Here 50 children like football. Cricket is liked by the 40 students. Basketball is liked by 30 students and volleyball is liked by the 10 students. In the same way, table tennis is liked by the 30 students. Now, this information we have to represent in the form of the pictograph or in the form of the pictures. When we represent our data in the form of the pictograph, then we have to select a suitable scale for representing our data. The scale shows the number of the data represented by the pictures. See here, I have decided the scale that one student or one children is equal to the 10 children. So here, instead of showing or instead of making the 50 children, I'll make here only 5 children which will represent the 50 children. Clear everyone? See here, I have represented our data in the form of the pictograph. I have written in a column the games football, cricket, basketball, volleyball and table tennis. And the second column I have described the number of the children. Football is liked by the 50 children. So here I have made the 5 children which will represent the 50 children. Why? Because 1 children is equal to the 10 children. Clear? As cricket is liked by the 40 children, so I'll show here 4 children which will represent the 40 children. In the same way, 30 I have, for the 30 children, I have made here 3 children. For 10 children who like the volleyball, I have represent here 1 child. And the table tennis is liked by the 30 children, so I'll make here 3 children which will represent 30 students or the children. Am I clear everyone? This is the easiest way to show our data. Clear everyone? And we can say that the pictograph is the easiest way of representing the data. Next way of representing our data is bar graph. A bar graph is a chart with rectangular bars. You can see here class, these are in the shape of the rectangle. So we can say that these are the rectangular bars of equal width. Equal width means the class you can observe here this rectangle, all these bars are having the equal breadth. The breadth of all these rectangular bars are same. So we can say that a bar graph is a chart with rectangular bars of equal width means of equal breadth. When we are drawing a bar graph, we have to draw 2 perpendicular lines on a plain paper. Class, what do you mean by this perpendicular line? It means that when we are drawing 2 lines, these should be the perpendicular lines, means those lines should make a 90-degree angle. Right? When we are making a bar graph, we have to draw 2 perpendicular lines which will make a 90-degree angle. Right? This horizontal line which you are looking here, this is known as x-axis. This horizontal line is known as x-axis and this vertical line is also called as y-axis. Vertical line is also called as y-axis. When we are drawing a bar graph, we have to remember 2 things. The width of the bar should be uniform throughout, means the breadth of all the rectangular bars should be same. Second point is the gap between bars should be uniform throughout. It means The gap between these rectangular bars, you can see here, or you can observe class, the gap of between all these bars are same. So while drawing the bar graph, we should remember these things, that the gap between the rectangular bars should be always same. Right everyone, you can see here this bar graph is made by me, which shows that the brand of the cars preferred by the people. See here, the Toyota car is preferred by the 15 people, Maruti car is preferred by the 30 people, Honda is preferred by the 10 people, and Hyundai is preferred by 25 people, and at the last Tata is used or preferred by the 20 people. So by looking at this bar graph, I can directly draw the conclusion, right? Suppose the two questions are asked and within the seconds we can give the answers. Name the most preferred brand. Class, we can see the most preferred brand among all these brands is Maruti, which is preferred by the 30 people. Right everyone. Second question is, name the least preferred brand. Least preferred means which is the minimum preferred. Means it is preferred by the very less people. Can you see any brand which is less preferred by the people? Yes, Honda, which is preferred by the 10 people. So we can write the answer Honda. You can observe class, within the seconds we can give the answers with the help of the bar graph. Am I clear with this? Next way of representing the Tata is called the circle graph. Circle graph is one of the innovative method to represent and understand the Tata class. Circle graph is one of the interesting and the new method to represent our Tata, right? Circle graph are also known as pie charts. Learn this thing everyone. We used to call it as pie chart also. Clear? A circle is divided into different sections called fractions. When we are showing our Tata in the form of a pie chart or in the form of circle graph, so we have to divide the full circle, the whole circle, into the different sections. They are known as the fractions, right? Let us consider one example. See here, there are few brands of laptops are given which the employees of a firm prefer, right? The Dell brand of laptop is preferred by 20 people, employees. HP brand is preferred by 10 employees, Sony brand is preferred by 5 employees, and ACR brand of laptop is preferred by 5 employees. Now this information or this data I have to represent in the form of the circle graph. Clear? Now as I told you, when we are showing our data in the form of circle graph, we have to convert this full circle into the various sections, right? That is called the fractions. Class, we people have discussed or we people have done the fractions chapter in our 4th standard, and a fraction is a number which is used to represent a part of a collection or a whole. A fraction comprises two numbers which is separated by this horizontal line. The number which is above this horizontal line, that is known as numerator. That is known as numerator. And the number which is below that horizontal line, that is called the denominator. Clear everyone? This is the numerator of the fraction and the lower part is the denominator of the fraction. Class, this fraction represents a part of collection and this numerator represents the number of the parts and number of the parts we have, and this denominator represents the total number of the parts in the collection. So in the Dell, yes, Dell is preferred by the 20 employees. So I have written 20 in the numerator, and total number of the employees, total employees are 40. As I told, the denominator is or represent the total number of the part. So means total number of the employees. There are total 40 employees. That's why I have written 40 in the denominator. Now we have to do the cancelling. Yes, we can do one thing. We can cancel 0 with 0, or we have to decide one number in which both the numbers are coming. We have to decide one table. There is 20 table in which 20 is also coming and 40 is also coming. So 21s are 20, 22s are 40. Hence the answer is 1 by 2. Class, this whole circle I have to convert into the sections. So this del contains 1 by 2 part of this whole. That's why I have converted into the 1 by 2 part, and this full part is of del brand, which is preferred by the 20 people. Clear everyone? Now let's move to the next brand. In numerator we used to put the value, the number of parts we have. As we are the HP brand is preferred by the 10 people, 10 employees. So in the numerator I have written 10, and the total number of the employees are 40. That's why I have written 40 in the denominator. You can cancel 0 with the 0, or you have to decide one table in which 10 and 40 both are coming. There is a table of 10. 10 ones are 10 and 10 fours are 40. So the answer is 1 by 4. Now this rest 1 by 2 part I have to convert into 1 by 4th. 1 by 4th, that's 1 by 4th is you can say in the Hindi half का भी half. So this portion we were having the half portion, इसका half का भी half करेंगे. So we will get the 1 by 4. That's why I have mentioned here HP. This is the 1 by 4th portion of this whole circle. Clear everyone? Now let's move to the next brand, that is Sony brand of laptop, which is preferred by the 5 employees. In the numerator we have to put that value which represent the number of parts we have. Here we have the 5 employees, so I have written here 5 in the numerator, and total number of employees are 40. That's why I have written 40 in the denominator. Now we have to decide one table in which 5 and 40 both are coming. There is a table of 5 in which 5 is also coming and 40 is also coming. So I have cancelled it. 5 ones are 5 and 5 eights are 40. Our answer is 1 by 8. Class, as I have told you, 1 by 4th is the half part of 1 by 2, means half ka bhi half. So, and here 1 by 8 is half ke half ka bhi half. It means the 1 by 4th portion which is left with us, uska bhi half karenge, then we will get 1 by 8. These things, these topic we can say we have already covered in our 4th standard and the 5th standard, so maybe you will not be having the problem in this, right? The next brand of the laptop is ACER, which is also preferred by the 5 employees. Again we will write this 5 in the numerator and the total employees in the denominator, that is 40. Cancel it with the one table. 5 ones are 5 and 5 eights are 40. 1 by 8 is the answer. It means I told you 1 by 8 we can say that 1 by 4th portion ka bhi half. The thing which is left, or the part which is left with us, that is known as ACER. So class, today we have discussed the different ways of representing the data. And till the time my next video will come, take care and bye everyone.